Okay, so Spirit has not shared who this recording is for. They're asking me just to try something new, so I'm going to. So I'm going to put this out there. In general, it's for the collective, but I was asking them, can I do it for people like realtors or attorneys or doctors, you know, particular subsets, and they wouldn't answer me. So they just tried to show it in 4 quadrants, so I have no idea, so I'm going to play with it. Okay, so please tell this group what it is and also who this group is by the end of the reading. Please let me know, or let this group know what it is that you want to share and who it's for. So I'm asking all my guides, angels, archangels, masters, teachers, family members, anyone who guides me to share the knowledge that you wish to share. So I'm already feeling that these messages are going to be more for the spiritually awakened. You're sharing with me just because you're in an astrological sign doesn't mean, ooh, there was a card. So that's the first thing. And so we shall see what else they come up with, okay? I presume that there will be clarity in this. These are the hardest for me to shuffle. Ooh, let's see, because I just, when they pop them out, I don't pop them out enough. Please, guys, can you really shoot them out as you would like? Because otherwise it's very difficult. Please let this group of people know. Okay, there we go. Okay. So, I think I'm going to do it like this. And I think that this might just be the people who are interested in the Firefly energy. I feel like it's those of you who somehow connect with my energy, my mission, my purpose, so those who are attracted to me. Is that right? I'm hearing ding, 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 ding. Okay, so this is for my tribe. Okay, I get it. Oops. One more, guys. Please let my peeps know. Actually, not my peeps, but your peeps. Okay. Is there one more card? Here, maybe 2. I will see. Please let these people know what messages you have for them. And also, please let me know for what time frame this is, because you have given me absolutely no structure. So please let these people know. Ooh, okay, that was it. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. So I'll start with this one right here, and that is the Chariot. Okay, so let me tune in and see what I'm getting for the Firefly energy message. Okay, so I'm hearing it is your time to rock and roll, and that's the little playful with the rolling. It's time for our group to have momentum going forward. I feel a lot of momentum when I look at the veil or the gauze or whatever it is that is around her. It seems to be fluttering in the wind, and that to me evokes a lot of quick movement. Let me see if there's anything else. Nope, they're saying that's good. Okay, so now let's go to, actually no, they're telling me to go this way. Okay, so they're going to do it differently. The world. Okay, so tell me about the world. They're saying they're offering us the world. But we need to hold that pose, knowing that we have stuck the landing. Like if we were gymnasts, right? If you hold that pose at landing, it's you stuck it. We need to really own this energy. And I feel just abundance with it. And it doesn't necessarily mean abundance monetarily, but right here, abundance and light, our light that we give off is going to grow. And at the end of the day, that is the whole point of Firefly energy. Thank you all. illumination from within. So they're also going to offer us the world, excuse me, which is the card, but it's also the image. They're going to offer us the world. And they're showing me right here, this image of this woman, she is looking at the chariot. She is watching the movement, trusting and believing that it is happening. And over here, they're also showing me there's the gold and the silver, which is the contrast. We are uniting now in this place of contrast where it just becomes one. And that's what I feel the harmony is between those two cards. So next we have the Nine of Wands. And you'll find that when Spirit reads through me, they don't necessarily use the traditional meaning of a tarot card. They use it to show something to me. And in this picture here, the image that this, or the words that this image evokes, is that he is looking diligently. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, right? He is diligently looking for something. And that's what we do with the energy. Even when we don't see it yet, we are to trust that it's there. So they're reminding me, it's like my daughter with her 4-leaf clover. She will just say, I wish to find a 4-leaf clover. She looks down and intuitively knows where to find it. And she has a process and it works for her, but that is what they're asking us to do, to trust that the unseen is hidden down in there and to keep looking while holding on to the wand of energy. Okay. Next we have the Nine of Pentacles, and in that picture, the abundance that they were speaking of there is represented there. It is where it feels like we are home, we feel like our needs are met, and all is well, all is well, all is well. The words that I'm hearing, it's a wedding to the universe of sorts, that when we wed the universe in our life's purpose, that the abundance and the pentacles comes from that relationship. Hi, darling. I don't know where your brother is. Okay, so next we have the Ace of Cups, and what I see here is the all-seeing eye and the stages of the moon, that regardless of where we are in the stages of the moon, because some people get stuck into releasing that which doesn't serve them, as well as calling in the abundance of what they want. But when we have the Ace of Cups, it doesn't even matter where we are in the moon's positioning relative to the sun. It really doesn't matter, because the all-seeing eye is what is going to create that ability for us to create something new. And here, this specifically is the Ace of Cups, which evokes emotion and memories. And even though we see things with our eye, our traditional eyes, it is the third eye, which is the intuitive insight, that should guide us as we move forward. And that will help to create this new opportunity. And this feels like a really good cup, or a good card, because of the Ace of Cups. Next, we have the Empress. And look at, the colors. If you look at the colors, there's a richness to it. I'm just trying to tune in to just, there's much in there for me to be attracted to. So first of all, there is the astrological signs, which I know nothing about, and I am also at this point not really going to pursue that. At some point in the future, maybe. I see here the cross, and that to me is the cross of Christ, of the Christ consciousness attached to the O, which I see is the Om, the Alpha and the Omega. So Christ consciousness attached to Source, or the Creator. And so what I'm being drawn to now is the green, this planet in the back, which is green, which is the heart chakra. And that's where we are at right now. We are collectively opening our heart chakra and beginning to feel the emotions that are spoken of here on the Ace of Cups. I like that. So next we have the Five of Wands. And yeah, I think this does represent the energy where we find ourselves as humanity right now, that we're fighting against enemies, if you will, but I feel like we're also fighting against ourselves within this group, because we're choosing to fight over that which divides us instead of finding that which unites us. And again, the green is the heart chakra. It's love. Here's the butterfly, which represents spiritual transformation, and here's another butterfly. So we're fighting about stuff that really doesn't matter, when we should really tune into these other energies of collaboration, not competition, and trusting that there is enough, which is what they shared with me 2 or 3 years ago, is part of the Firefly motto. Collaboration, not competition, trusting that there's enough. Okay, I like that. Okay, so next we have the Seven of Swords. So, let me tune into this one here. This one's also going to be unique in its interpretation. So in this one, I feel, this does not have a particularly good feel in its representation. So I feel, going back to this Five of Wands here, we're all picking up our swords so we can duke it out with one another, with our discernment and our harsh words. And sometimes it may be warranted, you know, but in certain areas it's not. And that is where we just love one another. Like if somebody is harming you, yes, or doing something to really breach your boundaries and is harming you. I mean, that's just what I'm feeling. You use these as self-defense. If somebody attacks you, then you use your words. But it's like we have to pick up more words, more knowledge. You know, we're gathering from others. Oh, what can we say to really, you know, to tell these people they're wrong? And it just, I think our focus is on the wrong efforts. We really should be uniting us, which are the feelings and emotions up here, and specifically the Ace of Cups, which they're pointing out right now. This is the center of the reading. This is what everything revolves around. And so we're just fighting with one another, and we're picking up more swords so we can just attack one another, and it's just not beneficial. It's not going to work, more importantly. It's going to harm us. It's going to harm us collectively within what I would call the Firefly energy collective. And it has nothing to do specifically with me, the Firefly. The Firefly energy is illumination from within, and so anybody who is within that world of inspiring illumination from within, or anybody who desires to be part of the group where we inspire illumination from within, that is the collective. I just happen to have named it after that, but I certainly don't own it. I wanted that to be clear. And here we have the Three of Wands, and so in this instance here, what actually I'm attracted to are not the wands, but the 4 symbols on the back of his coat or his robe. I need to tune in why. First of all, it's the green. It's the Firefly energy green. I get that. Okay. So what they're saying is what we're looking for is actually behind us and not what is ahead of us. And that makes sense, because here he's holding one singular wand and he's looking at the boat like somehow that's going to bring him solution, resolution. And it's actually the 2 wands behind him that he should look for, because that's where the Firefly energy green symbols are. And so we need to look for where the illumination is, and not for where our eyes naturally draw us to. We think, oh, it's going to come from the ocean. That's where the gifts are going to come. But no, we already have them, and they're behind us and they're with us. So, let me see. I'm trying to see what Spirit would like to also share. I think I want to do a Kali card. Okay, please let this collective know what it is that you would like this group to know. Please let the collective know. Ooh, there we go. Okay, and I beg for forgiveness because I do not know how to pronounce these. I pronounce it as Gari Devi. Here is the image. Check your boundaries and affirm your right to express and receive both kindness and respect. Embrace your softer side and your ability to stand up for yourself. You are a unique being, and you do not need to conform to stereotypes. As you relax into your authentic self, the best method to accomplish what is needed shall spontaneously arise from within. And that to me represents more the upper part. And I think that this also, as I'm looking at the spread, it almost seems like these are the upper chakras and these are the lower chakras. This is where we're still living in our first 3 chakras, 1, 2, and 3. And this is where more of the illumination comes within. So there's that one. And I think I want to do a Mother Mary. So please let us know what this collective would like to know from you. Please let us know. Please let us know. Ooh. Okay, I'm not going to do that many, you guys. 1 card. Thank you very much, but 1 card. Okay, what would you like for this collective to know? Okay. Ooh, well, you can make them jump out. What would you like for this group to know? Another, ooh, okay, this one. Okay. So, there is the image. Our Lady of Answered Prayers. Our Lady asks you to reach out to her, for there is healing within yourself and your life that can now happen through her intervention. All matters can be resolved through her grace. She knows what is happening and what is needed. Whatever comes from your heart is the most powerful prayer. Ask for her assistance and trust that your prayers are even now being answered. And so what this is drawing me to is the green that they spoke of, right? And here when we connect with the intuitive, that the abundance will come. And here that we should be focusing on the green, the love, which is the energy of the heart, which is love. That's the divine feminine that is coming in now. So just to pray and trust that the universe will resolve the matters as they should be and to allow it to flow. And that, I think, goes back to the Chariot, to allow it to unfold and allow our life to move forward as it's supposed to. And some days it may feel like it is much quicker than is comfortable. I can certainly say this. I feel like there's a lot of stop and go. But I can also feel the flow in this energy now and where it's taking me personally. And this reading very much, I don't know, it just resonates with me as that this is something that the Firefly energy would want to present to the universe. So I hope this resonates with you. And take what fits, leave what doesn't, and thank you.